Hey guys, Mario here. So, they've got their wish. We all have to have our faces covered every time we leave the house. At least I won't have acid thrown in it, I guess. But, yeah, I'm kind of having an issue with this. But since I'm home, I'm going to take this off. But I can take the time to talk about it. I mean, this is just a piece of fabric. This is a bandana that I made. And it's a single strip stitch. You know, if you have time to make one of these. I actually decided to start making something a little more complex. I looked up a pattern. This is pretty cool. Not only is it superheroes, but it also has a little hole in here for you to be able to put a filter inside of the mask to filter the air. If you guys want the pattern, I can pass this along. And this is just for fun because, you know, I'm extra. Hi guys. So, if you have skills, definitely I encourage you to start using those skills. If you don't have the skills, you've got nothing but time to learn. I really, really, really encourage you to start expanding the things that you thought that you could do, because a week ago I would have told you there is no way I could make one of these, even though I've made things like costumes and pants. But those are costumes. Those are things that I make for people who are going to be looking at me from far away, so they don't actually see all my imperfections, all the little But hey, with every one of these that I make, I'm getting better. I'm getting faster. I'm getting more efficient. So this is one of the things. We have nothing but time. We're all stuck at home. I even see the police out there stopping people. And they're stopping people not just on the streets, but out there in the boondock deserts. Like there's actual like sheriffs out there on dirt bikes trying to tell people get off the dirt trails because you need to go home. Okay. The interesting thing about it is, since we're all stuck at home, when you look at the TikToks and the videos coming out of Italy, where people in Venice are stuck at home, they can't go anywhere. They've been stuck at home for months, and the canals in Venice are teeming with life. It's beautiful. You see fish in the water. You're starting to see dolphins in there, because in the day-to-day, for years and years and years, people have been walking those streets, walking by those canals. You throw your trash on the floor, you spit in the water, and before you know it, that water is disgusting, and the fish don't want to be there, the dolphins don't want to be there. But now that people are stuck at home, nature always finds a way. Nature always takes back what's hers, and the people are looking down into the water going, oh my god, there's fish, oh my god, there's dolphins, oh my god, it's so cool. For me, it's definitely heartwarming, but it's one of those hard lessons for people to realize that whether we're here or not, the world is going to keep turning. We're going to keep going. What's going to happen is our society will fail to exist. So whether we're here or not, nature finds a way, and the earth isn't going to actually end. Society will end, or society will change. And as kind of a little, because I'm like that, when they dig up your bones, they're either going to look at them and they're going to say he was male or she was female. They're not going to pay attention to anything else. Just saying. Okay, but I digress. So we're all trapped at home. The neighbor's over here doing his lawn. I was trying to get this done before he started, but it's okay. I hope you guys don't hear him too much. What are you guys doing to keep your guys' selves occupied, to keep your minds occupied? Are you doing crafts? Are you learning to cook? I have a couple friends who are bakers who are starting to expand their bakery horizons. They're like, well, I've done this, I've done that. Now I've never done this, and I've always wanted to try it. You've got nothing but time. You've got nothing but trial and error, and at least the stores are open, so you can go back and go pick up an item or two. My next trick, which I think I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks here in the kitchen, is going to be starting my own yeast. I want to make my own bread, and the last time I went to the grocery store, there was no powdered yeast. I was like, what the heck? There's no yeast. So that's gonna be my next trick, is to start my own yeast culture so I can make my own sourdough. If you guys didn't know, yeast is a wild culture. It's a wild microbe, just like the coronavirus, by the way. It is not a coronavirus. It is a yeast. It is a fungus, which is something completely different, but it is still a microbial organism. So the microbes actually digest the glutens in the bread, and they're saying that wild yeast is actually better for you than prepackaged or store-bought yeast. So if you have an allergy to yeast or gluten, you might consider starting your own starter and maybe trying that. That might help. I don't know, but studies have shown that people have less of a reaction to a wild yeast than to a mass-produced commercial type of a yeast. On another note, and on the same note about microbes and pathogens, did you guys know that this whole coronavirus thing, really what it does is it causes viral pneumonia. So if you're susceptible to pneumonia or you have breathing issues, you will probably have major issues if you catch the coronavirus. Now, what really upsets me is seeing all these people out in the street, especially in Los Angeles and New York. What are these people doing having block parties? They got this whole mentality of, you can't tell me what to do, you go, God tell me. I'm sorry, but when your auntie catches pneumonia and she's already got problems breathing, she's gonna drop dead when she with the corona. It's just it's a given, and the only person you have to blame is yourself, because you're out there uncovered, hobnobbing with, you know, slumming it with everybody else, and that's not good. But not gonna tell you what to do, but I'll be sitting there watching when you're crying boo-hoo-hooing because, you know, Meemaw's gone and you were out there in the street being whatever. So stay home, take this time to do crafts, do things new. If you don't have the skill to do this yet, do something like this. It's like I said, it's just a piece of fabric with a single stitch. What is it, 11 and a half inches by 11 and a half inches, and you fold over a 1/4 inch over and you seam it. Throw it in the wash, keep it in your bag, wrap it over your face, and it comes in handy, especially like a little handkerchief, because if you want to give something to someone, you can put it inside, you can tie all 4 corners, make it a little bag. Handkerchiefs are pretty handy. We've gotten away from the use of them, and I don't know why this our disposable society has gotten used to it. When you wash this in soap, and there's no microbes on here, there's no coronavirus on here if you wash this in soap and water, just saying. But anyways, I love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye guys.